TV1 Bobby Debarge movie, The Aftermath. Let's talk about it. Will there be other movies coming out on this story? I believe there will be. Um, I'm quite sure that we some that have watched it, have commented on the videos, and I do agree that there were a lot of things that were not taken in consideration for this particular project in this movie. But what they had to work with, what I saw, I thought it was a decent effort that they did try to do. But I believe, in a 2 hour span, that's all they could put together, I believe, in a 2 hour span. But if there were other parts that could have got into more in depth. But I believe a full feature film prop will come out in the near future. It could be a one on the DeBarge family. It could be one on the Switch. But I do believe there's going to be other movies coming out in the near future. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of things was taken not taken in consideration. A lot of things was left out. I agree, and everybody has the right to their opinion. We all humans beings on this planet Earth, and everybody has a right to their opinion. You know, and I'm not saying that I know all the things that I know, but I know what I know, and it is what it is. And but it was a great uh, conversation piece for a lot of us that we everybody had something to say. I try to respond back to everybody that I could respond back to, but is it was a lot of people. But yeah, but those groups, like the Bards in particular, the '80s was a powerful time. Me as a young person coming up, in the '80s, I can remember, in the '80s, I was a break dancer. I was pop locking. I still do dancing and pop locking on my videos on my channel. But the '80s was real a powerful time for a lot of us, that came up through the '80s, from the '70s too, and the '80s in particular for me, '70s and '80s, you know, to see, um, particularly see the Barge, I think the first the Barge video, Rhythm of the Night, that was for the movie The Last Dragon, Barry Gordy's Last Dragon, Motown film produced, and they did the theme song for that, and seeing them on Soul Train, seeing them on American Bandstand, and seeing them on um, different programs at that time. It was really a powerful time in the '80s, and yeah, it that's the kind of music I like listening to. It's the '80s music, um, the '70s and the '80s in particular. Um, compared to stuff that's on the radio, I know a lot of us, like me in particular, I like watching the stuff on the YouTube. I like listening to all the old tracks of music. I'm a music aficionado, and I like listening to that music of that time period. And that was a time coming up as a young child, um, in the '80s. And those songs and that time was is very meaningful to me, and I'm quite sure a lot of people that went through that time period. You know, so I believe that the DeBarge family could have got even more bigger, but because of the problems they were having with the monster at the house and what they were going through with the trauma and the abuse, it kind of did something to the career their careers that could have they never I think a lot of them never recovered from a lot of those situations, and it's really sad if we look at it all over through the perspective that is really sad what happened to them. But they still make great music, and the music is timeless. You play these songs and just you go back into a time warp span of what you were doing at that time period when you heard these songs. You eating dinner with your family, and that song will come up on the radio, and you'd be like, just like, wow, man. And But I do believe that there's going to be more movies coming out in the future. I don't know who's going to produce them, but I believe there's going to be even more movies, and that's going to be even more in detail and more better, you know, than this TV movie. But like I said, in a TV movie that's only 2 hours, um, there's so much you can only put in a 2 hour movie. You got what I'm saying? So if they had, made part one, part two, part three, part four, like the new edition thing they did with BET, it could have been more details and more things that could have been introduced in those different parts. But, if you only work with a 2 hour film, that's all you're going to be able to do, in a 2 hour movie. But yeah, more movies going to come in the future. And I can see a Debarge full length motion picture might be at the theaters, or um, more stuff could also come out. Individual movies with different members of the group probably, that could come out on other maybe on BET or something. But yeah. But what they had to work with, I thought they did what they could do. It was a decent effort in my opinion. And I know some people are not going to agree, and that's cool. We can agree to disagree, but we can agree that this group was very monumental to a lot of people, and still is to this day. The DeBarge family, Bobby, may he rest in peace, and the DeBarge family, the music, we love it, and we fans of it. So I'm going to end it for right now. If you like my videos, y'all, please subscribe to Mujahid72 on YouTube. If you want to support the podcast, it's on Anchor FM. It's LELMUAMUN, Elmu Tut Amun. And I just want to thank everybody that's supporting this channel and that like this video and the other videos as well. Thank you so much. And until next time, everybody, take care of yourself. Peace to everybody. Thank you.